He was in love with Catwoman.
Yeah, I know, but she was playing games with him. That's what I'm saying.
No, he was playing games because he wanted to stay real serious. She like, nah, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, yeah, you know, Batman, that's what he wanted. She wasn't with it though. So who was really playing the games? You know what I'm saying? Batman wasn't. He was trying to get somewhere, and she wasn't with it. So, and then Superman got dang Lois Lane.
Well, that was established from the jump.
Yeah, he settled down with like he ain't even got. It remind me of them situations where a nigga just jump off the porch and take the first thing he see.
Yeah,
because nigga, you Superman. You could have damn near had anything you wanted, and you just chose the first goddamn reporter because I was in the same work environment, probably. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I don't know. I don't believe in love at first sight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I won't tell you. So were they simps or simpletons, or were they just, is that a natural human behavior?
I mean, we know some simpletons that natural behaviors.
Yeah. They would actually, because he could actually have saved her without goddamn maining her. You know what I'm saying?
He wanted to main her, dog.
But did she need to be saved is the question. Because Lois Lane, like, she can hold her own. Catwoman can hold her own. So what was it about that? Maybe they were just intrigued. I'm just rambling right now.
Maybe he just wanted to save a hoe. Save a hoe. Hey, that's all I can think of.
Yeah. Now that makes sense.
He just Captain Save a hoe. Yeah. So I think of.
Very well could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't let superheroes get any trophies.
What kind of trophies they need?
Like, like any girls, like they always just these like strong, kind of like I don't want to say self-depressed, but they be like isolated. They don't have no fun. Like if I was a superhero, bro, I'd be out the chain, bro. Especially if I had, depending on what power I had, shit, I'd have me a good ass time out here in life.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? What you talking about? Like,
you be jumping off everybody.
Nigga, you can fly. You goddamn. Come on, man. Like Batman different though. So here's the argument that we always be having, right?
Yeah.
Is Batman a real superhero? Because he ain't got no superpowers. Like, can he just be a hero but not a superhero?
Oh no, he's a superhero.
Why? But he don't have any superpowers. So why is he a superhero?
Because he beating the niggas that got superpowers.
Who Batman beat?
Batman beat Superman. Oh, in Doomsday.
Everybody beat Superman.
Batman beat Flash. Batman beat Wonder Woman. I think Batman. Did
he beat him though, bro?
Yeah.
Because beating Superman is easy. You get your hand on some kryptonite, and I can beat Superman.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say all that.
The Flash. If you smart enough, you can outsmart the Flash, I guess.
Yeah.
Batman, he got resources.
Batman knows all. Batman went and got. No, he's not the head of the Justice League for no reason.
No, I agree. But I don't know. Didn't he put it together?
But they all had to vote on it.
Gotcha.
They voted him the leader.
Gotcha. Okay.
They didn't vote Superman the leader. You know why they didn't vote Superman the leader? Because Batman said, at any given point in time, Carlisle, you might flip the script. And if you flip the script, but he's the only one that has true sense of justice that don't allow his emotions to affect him. Like if Lois Lane died.
Oh yes. Superman turning up.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? If somebody in Wonder Woman Village died.
But that's why is that why he don't keep like emotional attachments?
Probably so. You gotta think like he already lost his parents. He already lost a couple of Robins around him.
It has been a lot of them Robins.
Yeah, he lost about 2 or 3 of them, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
is that based on his actions, or you don't know?
It's based on them not listening. Sometimes you can tell a kid what to do, but they don't listen and they slip and fall. Be like, look, I told you not to walk over there. Why would you walk over there?
Yeah.
But what puzzled me is, now this is where I had an issue with Batman at. Why he always got kids as Robins, though? Like teenagers.
They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. He ain't got time to be, you know what I'm saying?
Don't that seem kind of...
I mean, it do. Hey, listen.
Fallish a little bit.
I mean, like, maybe he's like a mentor, bro. You feel me? Like he's seen a young nigga going the wrong way because he was on the wrong path. Well, he wasn't on the wrong path, but misguided nigga alone by himself. So what he did was, he see other kids like that, and so he kind of take them on and be like, this would martial arts and stuff changed my life. Let me put you on to this. You know what I'm saying?
But they still like where your parents at?
Now that's a good point. But then one of Robin's parents died in a circus accident.
Damien's his son, so I get his son.
Who we had a baby with?
Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
What? Batman got some monkey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Batman always get it now. Batman gets it with. Let me tell you how it works. Batman gets it with like the villains that all the women.
No, he don't get it. He associate with him. He don't get it. Bruce Wayne get it, right?
No. Bruce Wayne get normal women at the parties.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that keeps his identity. But he get the superhero villain women like on the side. Like he already been with Harley Quinn. Nightwing been with Harley Quinn.
Yeah. She get passed around. Yes.
He been with Poison Ivy. Like
I bet he woke up burning with that one right there. Poison Ivy.
Oh no, he ain't burning. That'd be funny.
That would be funny, right? That man wake up burning. You know what I'm saying? Damn, nigga.
You just gave me.
She be like, I'm Poison Ivy. You like, yeah, but I'm only itching down here though. Like, you know what I'm saying? He be like, it's just the Poison Ivy,
For real, that when you itching that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I got a cure for that, girl. You should have used that before.
You know what I'm talking about? Get you an antidote. Listen, on that shit too, I got to shout out to you. You put me on. So I've been in the kind of a rut on my animes lately, bro, because I feel like they ain't coming back. I'm on my Black Clover, my Boruto, but I don't know. I don't be into Boruto like I was to Naruto, but what else? My Attack on Titans, One Piece. One Piece is definitely a good one you put me on. But I was telling you that one you put me on the other day. It only got one season, but it was good though. I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. It's called like Sabiyuski Bisco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was about the and you know what's crazy about anime though sometimes? It always have like a slight like viewpoint into like how the real world could possibly be, right? Because here it is, it's like it was this outbreak. They call it rust, right?
They call it COVID,
right? That isolated the world, right? That isolated the world, broke up populations, killed like mass populations, and then you have these like hordes of people in different areas that's just protecting whatever they have going on,
whatever they had left,
right?
Try not to taint it. Yeah.
And then you have this guy who's known as a devil, but he is really like a slick scientist.
He is a scientist.
You know what I'm saying? He's a slick scientist and he understands like it's not the mushrooms. Which here's the thing, right? Because the government was spreading fake lies about the mushrooms
COVID
causing the actual outbreak, when actually the mushrooms was actually the thing that you needed to heal the outbreak. You feel me? But they done spun it so much so they can capitalize. It was all at the end. It was all about money.
All about capitalizing off of stuff they can actually cure. I'm quite sure there's stuff out there now that can cure you, but I mean, we get paid off of. People get paid off of running pharmacies. And
it's so one line in the thing where the governor, he was the mayor, the governor. You can say the governor. He was in charge of this particular world, and he said they found a cure. He was going to bring the cure, and the guy was like, "What do I look like letting you bring the cure to a population in which I've capitalized so much off of?" I was like, "Damn, that shit like that." I like, "Damn, this show good as hell." Because you always think about it.
So I'm gonna give you another anime that remind me of stuff that's going on right now too, right? And it was like maybe one episode of him explaining how society and currency works.
Okay.
Right. So I was watching like Magi. Oh,
yeah.
So he had an episode, and it reminded me of what we doing with Bitcoins right now. You know what I'm saying? And that episode, I don't know how long that show been out, but it was Magi. He was like, so you take the currency, you turn this currency into this, you make it to this, then you sell it like this, then you move it like this, and then now that you made it valuable, now people will start gravitating it. But what happens is when you overdo this, like he broke the whole currency thing down. I was like, now that I went back and rewatched it a couple of years later, I'm like, why does it sound like it's a Bitcoin situation? Like the way he explained it, I can't break it all the way down. I would advise you if you want to check it out. It's Magi, season 2, like episode 15 or something like that. But he breaks down the same situation that we're going through now with Bitcoins and
now it's crazy. So I was reading this thing the other day, and my memory be up and down, but with Russia, so it's just the transition just slightly. Well, welcome to No BS. Welcome.
Oh yeah. My bad, people. Welcome to
No
BS podcast.
What's going on?
Today it's just me and B Mo.
Yeah, we just catching the vibes on a Tuesday. Whatever pops up in the mind, we kind of vibing with.
Yeah.
That's the vibe we on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
what's up?
I like this little rocking chair.
It is slick rocking, right?
Yeah. Hey, so what happened was, before we get back to what we talk about, I got these chairs from Goodwill. I went in Goodwill to go get some picture frames for this DIY project I'm doing. But I sat in a chair while I was waiting for them to go get the frames I wanted. And I was like, boy, this is a comfortable chair. He was like, well, you can get it for $15. So let me give you. I want one at the house. I want at the grill.
Because most of the time you think of like when I sit in the chair, I just thought, because of the way it's shaped, it's just lean. But I ain't really. It is a slick rocking chair.
It's a slick rocking chair. I'm sitting here
like, yeah, you gonna fuck around and rock yourself to sleep over there.
but yeah.
Oh man, for that one. Man, definitely. Now you find some gems in there, man. I started some DIY projects at the crib, and people always talking about getting shit. And first of all, let me just tell y'all, the motherfuckers y'all be seeing on Instagram and TikTok, man, them people goddamn professionals. Fuck what y'all need to be talking about, bro. Like, bro, some of this. Listen, because first of all, don't no average person have that many tools in their goddamn shed, bro. Like, you don't have like a whole. Go into somebody's garage and their whole wall is full of tools, unless you like that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't some we just picked up at the home store. We just did $29
bro. DIY project, and I'll be like, shit. I'm doing the same one you doing with the same stuff, but I spent like $200.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you.
I had to get that saw.
I'm trying to tell you.
Drill, them bits. Now them screws that come with the bits that
didn't fit. Listen. And we were talking about, to get off track, we were talking about currency and money. Well, the rubles, what I was talking about, like Russia, what they did, they cut the gas off and stop sending oil in like Poland and somewhere else, because they want them now to pay them in rubles because they trying to get their currency together. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, just to go back on that real quick. They trying to get their currency together. So the more you pay them and it's kind of like money. That's why money lost its value, because there's nothing to back it. But the world currency is now the dollar, the US dollar. But if you can kind of like change and manipulate that, that's what everybody's trying to do. But anyway, the DIY project. Yeah. So you get this, you go into Home Depot and all this other good stuff, Lowe's, and they be like, oh, you get this paint. This is all you need, bro. I don't follow this step by step. And I'm just here to tell y'all, don't believe shit you see on Instagram. And listen, all they showing y'all is the finished product, bro. Them projects, I know it's like a 60-second clip. Sometimes it's like a minute and a half, bro. That shit take weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the paint alone take days. You got to paint, sand. You know what I'm saying? Just to get it smooth, and my shit still ain't come out smooth. I'm going to roll with it, though. But
I'm going to be a carpenter by the end of this year.
Listen, I ain't going to lie, though. I like doing it. Yeah. Hell yeah. Because here's the thing. When you doing it, and I equate it to life. Like, when you doing some shit, you can take sports too. When you doing it, you hate it, bro. But when you sit back, when you accomplish some shit, this is why I guess championships feel so good, right? Because you put in so much work in the goddamn off season, and then when you see it all pay off, bro,
at the end, you like, man, it was
all worth it. It was all worth it. You know what I'm saying? When you see your finished product on your DIYs, you be like, all right, this was all worth it. And what's life without feeling, right? That's what it is. So,
it's all about.
Yeah, but they be lying on there, though.
They do. Because I know I got like this flower DIY project I'm doing. I'm looking at the lady stuff. I'm looking at my stuff. I'm looking at her stuff. I don't watch this video 100 times, and I'm pausing every time. And I'm sitting here like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no
way.
I done cut this wood. Like, dude, it's to a point now. I go to Lowe's. I be like, hey, I need the exact length. And they be like, all right, they cut it and then come back. but I'm getting the hang of it though.
I'm like, that's what the key of it. The key is, getting the hang of it. I gotta get some, like I said, I gotta get some tools and stuff. Like I got some drills and stuff like that. But the thing is, right? I think the motherfuckers show you the beginning. Like I seen this one lady, she did finish the trim around her crib, painted the whole little wall. She she changed her whole closet.
Yeah.
I ain't saying she didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying she didn't do it. But they'll show them taking off like the little side, the little floor panel. That shit easy. And then they'll hit the camera with the thing, and that motherfucker come back and it be decked out. You be like, who you done hired?
Yeah, I'll be like, she done got the workers to set up.
Bro, who you done hired? Because who holding the camera? I know and listen, they ain't on no sexy shit, but I know the man ain't holding the camera like, oh yeah, you go ahead and work that out, baby. I'm gonna let you do all that. Nah, man.
Nah, cutting wood, paint. Not saying you can't.
Yeah, not saying you can't. Or if your homegirl doing it, somebody help you out. But I know you ain't doing it by yourself.
I just need to see a start to finish time lapse.
That's it. That's all. That's it. That should take time, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That shit take time, man. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna start you a DIY project, just shit prepared. Like I said, it's gratifying when you get to the end though.
Especially when you see the results.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking forward to seeing the results of these picture frame projects I'm doing. This is all for the photo shoot. Just so I can give another look. It's to the shoot, but at the same time, it helps create another setup for like a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Like another podcast. Like when somebody come in the studio, like, oh, I'm on a podcast shoot. Here you go. This is perfect what you're doing, especially ladies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of ladies that love to talk and do podcasts. And there's fellas out there, but fellas ain't really about to spend the bread to make this happen. But the women definitely will. So
yeah, they trying to put it together. I can see that.
I created.
So do you go in with the mind frame like this is a multi-purpose project? Because my thing is, I have some things I created for like photography projects. I only use one time. One, because I feel like if I use it once, I can't use it again. Like you know what I'm saying?
If I create it, we gonna use that.
Yeah.
As long as it took me to make. If it took me 90 days, everybody gonna get it.
Okay.
We're gonna feel this.
Yeah.
Nah. I go in the mindset to use it for more than just one thing. You know, because
that's where I've been messing up at. And I'll be like, man, I just used this. I can't use it again for this shoot.
Nah. So what I do, like most of my stuff is like wall projects. Like I do stuff that I put on the wall. So if it is something I need to change around, what I can do is just move this frame or move this or move that and just slide it over.
Gotcha.
Just make a slight change where you can it's gonna look the same, but it's gonna be a little different.
Gotcha.
You know, so I got about 4 or 5, 1, 2, about 6 walls in here.
Yeah.
That can be used for different like YouTube channels or for photo shoots or branding shoots and stuff like that. So that definitely works out for what I need.
I did a little DIY wall, one time, and I had this grand idea of so bro, I swear, like I don't know if you ever heard of V flat world.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be watching people.
So bro, I had the idea to make a V flat, right? You know, but what I did, they created, shout out to them. But the alternative for me was like traveling sets. Right. So I tried to take like that same approach. I had bought 2 like wall panels. I had clamped them together, painted them. I put like the little doorknob to lock them in. But my whole game plan was to have them fold over like a V flat and be able to take it with you anywhere. And, you know what I'm saying? And set up with it wherever you want to go. Granted, to say that shit ain't working like that, I was still able to use it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it didn't travel like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, just random shit. But I figured like I used it once and I'm like, shit, I can't do that again. But because it looked like a wall, I might just repaint it and do it again. Now you say that.
You could just keep painting.
Yeah.
And painting. I keep changing. I just make subtle changes now because I think I got it to where I want it or where I can use it. So now when you come to the studio, I can just turn the cameras around. Like, okay, I'm going to do my YouTube here. I'm going to do my podcast here. I'm going to do like my Facebook group channel over here. And if I have a female guest, I can go to the with a white wall where it got a little bit more brightness to it with the flowers or the decoration with color and be like, I could do this with a female on this wall and it's going to look entertaining at the same time. So it gives it that feel, especially with ladies.
Yeah.
Like when I do, like if I do an interview or we're conversating with ladies, I want it to feel like it's engaging versus not saying the rest of the walls are not engaging, but most of the walls are built for like if me and you are in the studio, or if I'm in the studio by myself, it's dark, a little darkish, a little more dramatic. But when you got like female guests, I don't want it to be as dramatic.
Yeah.
Like inviting.
That nigga say like,
you know what I'm saying?
Right, that's so. Listen, that's how y'all invite people. Just be like, hey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You get that approach to it. You get the airy feel. You know what I'm saying? Hey, did you ever shoot in black and white? Like straight out of camera? You ever do that? I see people do that prior to like interviews and stuff like that. Or do you like no?
No, I haven't never done
like
that.
Podcast series, like you know what I'm saying? You ever thought about like a black and white podcast series?
I haven't, but oh well, yeah. You know what? I did the I Am series.
Oh yeah.
It was all black and white. Yeah. I did the I Am series where we highlighted about probably about a total of 24 business and entrepreneurs and CEOs or whatever are up and coming business owners. And I did like a little series where we interviewed them and talk and let them tell their story or what they do, so we can get more people to where they at and more like it was all about black businesses. So I wanted to highlight that so we can start shopping more, like shop black, work black, and that was my whole thing. Because my thing is we need to help support each other and grow each other.
Okay.
So my whole purpose was to put light and shed light on businesses in the area or out the area or in your area. That's going to allow people to be like, oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, I never knew the owner, but now I know the owner. Like, give it that feel, more engaging.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Cause if you feel like you know somebody, you get engaged with them, then you know what I'm saying. You're more likely to shop with them and see what they got going on. At least,
you know how that stigma is out there with black businesses. Oh, customer service is bad. Oh, they don't respond. Or this is that, and this and that, and that goes and it puts the whole thing on all black businesses. And it's not like we're the only business like group in the world that have bad business.
I think the reason why people say that is because like when black people do bad business, it's so like blatant, right? And then like when other groups do bad business, it's subtle, like right. So for instance, I forgot where I was watching, but they was like, 50 Cent was saying one time, he was like, when you're in the streets is different. Never been in there, but you know what I'm saying? He was like, you know who don't like you, you know who trying to fuck you over. He was like, but in the corporate world, like they're smiling in your face and they hand you a contract.
Oh, don't we know?
It's in the contract. He's like, listen, he said the contract is a stab in the back, but if you never read it or if you don't understand what you're reading, so they do things more subtle. You feel what I'm saying? Like if we do bad business, it's like you'll pay somebody some money to do a job for you in our community, right? Motherfucker just won't do it or they'll do a shitty job. And so we'll have a stigma like, oh, all black people do bad business. Nah, they just do bad business. But the white person or just a different group, minority group, right? You'll go in their store, they might follow you around. That's bad business. That's bad business protocols, right? You might go in their store, they might not treat you the same way they treat somebody else. That's bad business. But we don't look at it like, oh, that particular group.
Nah, because in anything that we do with our culture, like if it goes negative, it's highlighted.
Yeah.
It's highlighted by us. It's highlighted by other people.
You believe because, like, so what do you think is our reason for always walking on eggshells? That's an eggshell approach, bro.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like where you feel like you don't want to mess up, or if you do mess up, you feel me? It's like highlighted. So we walk around so timid and tiptoe. That's why, like most of the time, real quick before you go, it's like when we do get aggressive, or when we do speak up, they call us aggressive, or you know what I'm saying, or the women are called like, bitches or whatever the case may be, like because they so used to us being like, oh nah, we good, like you know what I'm saying, like because they'll screw you over. And you will still thank them for fucking you over. You feel me? But a black person, you'd be like, nah, I ain't fucking with them no more. Like they do bad business. You spurring them all. Right. You dragging them through the mud. But somebody else, they'll issue you like a slick apology or something, and you'll just be like,
be all happy.
Yeah, you be all happy. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
Back in their store, I mean,
yeah, that shit crazy, dog. Like the tiptoe approach we have, like the eggshell approach, I call it.
And I think that comes from more so of us focusing on us, like. Even and that puts more light to other people, other cultures. Like, oh shit, they don't really fuck with each other. Shit.
Yeah. I agree.
I ain't really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that business doing?
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the end of the day, too, we are our worst enemies, dude. Like, my big thing, like, if you look on Facebook, so say somebody say, oh, I'm looking for a photographer, videographer. Then you got like 1,000 people getting tagged on that message, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, all that means is you're just looking for the cheaper price.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I don't even like being tagged on some of that. Sometimes you get a good client, sometimes you don't. But when you look at it, that whole time, this is how you know we're different. Some people ain't bending their budget, but you'll bend your budget to undercut the next person, the next person, to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, because you want that job, because you can get your name out there. But that hurts us as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So now when I get another client, they be like, well, why would you charge $500 and this guy over here only charging $2 because you already done been price setting?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not that other guy. Like you're not my client if that's what you got to ask at the end of the day. But that stick that goes out to you to be like, oh, because that can be considered bad business too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he just raising his prices. Well, he can just be charged with this one. And then that takes away the value of your craft. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to your job and be like, yeah, let me get a discount. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I would.
Yeah. No, listen,
I wouldn't do that though.
No, listen, I've come to like respect all kind of like.
But quick.
Okay,
I was saying that to say, if we can't respect each other, how do you expect other people to respect us? So, like, we worked in corporate America. Like you said, this is real subtle and real smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll chop it up with you today, and then that same evening you get an email. You be like, I just spoke to him.
Like, I really
I'm saying, he ain't mentioned that not one time.
Oh, you want to, and then you go blind copy?
Yeah, like, damn, like,
And then the crazy part is, especially because for y'all that don't know, we work for a corporate company where we was both supervisors and managers of the company. So that's why we talk from experience. We talk from like 15, 20 years worth of experience on this. But you be up here warning the employees. So what they always tell us, sell it as if it was you giving it advice, right? So you go out there and you sell that dream, and you tell that employee that our own black employees be like, yo, hey, I'm telling you, watch yourself, do this and do that. They'll go right back to the person that told us to tell you this.
Yeah.
And we telling you, daughter, you're just wasting your breath. No, you go up there, they smile and laugh and giggle in your face, give you that, nah, don't worry, we'll take care. They be like, Sean, Brian, hey, you need to watch him.
Yeah.
He be like, dude, I told you. Man, you ain't looking out for me, dog.
Yeah.
You ain't doing this. I'm like, I'm not the one that's too. I get orders too. Like, I don't just make this up. You think I want to come in here every day and do 1,000 write-ups? Like, do you really think?
Yeah, for real.
I gotta focus on my photography business at the end of the day.
Listen, the best day was on like a goddamn a day it was just clear, smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Everybody doing what they supposed to do. You ain't got to worry about nothing. That's the vibe right there. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, like you said, it don't always work like that.
It don't always work like that.
You know what I'm saying? It don't. But now, listen, I respect crafts now, right? Because I guess I had to jump in it to understand, like, when people trying to undercut you or when people want the cheaper price, right? I look at things. So I had estimate come out for, you know what I'm saying, to paint like the outside of my crib and whatnot.
Right.
And they're talking about like fixing the sidings and every caulking and everything else that we needed. And, you're talking about like small house, medium house, large house. Like, when I think of large house, I'm thinking mansion.
Right.
I think it got to be more strategic though. Like, it not, when I say strategic, it just mean make the time, whatever time you have, make that shit count to go towards whatever you're trying to get towards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes it's not cool to move fast, but sometimes it is. But for the most part, I think that's my problem too. Like, when I'm focused on me, I take my time on me to a point. It'd be like 3 months down the line, I'd be like, man, I should have been had this done. Yeah. Now, if it's my clients' work and stuff like that, man, I'd be knocking that thing out quick. Here you go. I
saw some shit yesterday, and matter of fact, I did it so quick, I forgot to send them the shit out. Like, I was like, let me knock this shit out. You trying to knock it out. My whole thing, I ain't wanting to pile up.
Right.
But
dude, I did a wedding Saturday. I'm about done with the whole wedding already.
For real?
And usually it take me about,
I don't know, so
5 weeks, but
hold on, let me just backtrack. So they charged me $3,600 just to say I respect the game. Like it wasn't like I was like, damn, he tripping, blah blah blah. If that's what you charge, that's what you're charging.
Right.
I'm not looking for cheaper price. I'm just trying to see what else is out there. You feel me? Because it was supposed to be one thing, and now it's something else. Because when you don't know, that's when people start jacking a number up on you, right? And so me doing my research, I'm like, oh, it shouldn't be that. I'm not sure if it shouldn't be. I'm like, but I don't think it should be that much. You feel me? But anyway, yeah, that means that's neither here nor there. I was just, touching back on that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point, it's like when you got projects, I don't like projects to pile up, right? And when I'm in the zone, here's my thing, right? Here's how I am with video, which is why I think I talked to Amos about this. It was me and long form content, bro. It's like I have a grudge with it because I've done it by myself, and it. You know how like you do something, if you had like if the team was out, you were busy, you couldn't help me.
Right.
And I think Frank was busy. But it was like I had to wind up doing it myself, basically. And it was
that reality.
Bro, it was so like fucking draining, dog. It was like to where it just turned me off from long form content, period. So when people ask me like, can I shoot like I love documentaries, bro. Like I love documentaries. I love to capture some things as natural element. I don't mind shooting movies, but when it comes to like long form content, bro, it's like that shit just turned me off, bro. Because I had to be the light. I was the lighting, the grip, the sound, the goddamn camera operator, nigga. I was the editor. I was the color grader. You feel me? It was like, bro, I was just like, and this was 3 days, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Yeah, I don't know why you took that project over.
Nah, because I mean, it's a project for a good client of mine. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like I didn't going into it. You know how you always think like it won't be as bad until it turned out that bad, bro. Like, dog, it was like
I told you.
I had rented the equipment and all, fool. I was like, I'm geared up for it. I'm renting the equipment. I'm good, dog.
Like, I said, shit.
I didn't know what goes into it. But here's the thing, right? You learn from these shit. And I learned a good lesson. I'm like, okay, I don't ever want to shoot this again. Or if I do, it has to be. And I did my research on it, fool. Like I kind of knew what I needed. You know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot from that shit. One was, I don't want to shoot that shit no more. Unless, right, you got you a team and a good
what you
plot,
needed
like
required,
storyline.
What you needed,
like, you know what I'm saying?
What you needed required a whole production team, at least 6 people.
Yeah, I would agree.
2 to 3 cameramen,
I would agree.
mic man.
Yeah, I would agree. I had to listen. I had the tripods. Listen, I had the tripods set up. Push record, pitch record. I'm booming the mic over, but I got wireless mics running to everybody into the Zoom, and I got the shit boomed up top, fool, just for extra sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to cover all my little bases and whatnot, dog. And it was just like, it was like overwhelming, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I learned like, okay, I don't know. Long form content is not where it's at, especially by yourself. That's why you come to me with like a minute and a half, something like that. Oh yeah, maybe 5 the most. I can get you. You know what I'm saying? I can knock you out. But yeah,
I like shooting like short films, little scripts, and like documentary, like the one I'm working on now. See, that stuff don't bother me. What bothers me is when I know it's gonna take a lot of people, and you be like, everybody come together, and then the day of, you by yourself.
Yeah.
Be like,
that's tough. That's tough. Yeah.
Bro, I mean, I really learned how to become a one-man show.
Yeah, same here, bro. Same here.
Like I tell everybody want to move the needle.
I tell people all the time, right? I'm like, I always give them our story. I don't know if y'all know a part of our backstory. We had a record label before. When I first moved here from Miami, he moved here from South Carolina. We kind of linked up at the job we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And from there, you know what I'm saying, we kind of started hanging, started vibing. And from there, I don't know why we had this crazy idea. We started a record label called Boss LLC. And
the reason why we started.
Built on Success's shoulders.
You was doing beats.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
At the time, you was doing beats. My brother was doing beats.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
We had 2 or 3 artists.
Yeah, and
I didn't do beats or none of that, but I knew how to do business.
Yeah, that's it. That was the key to it all. And then he wound up building a studio in his basement, which was goddamn nigga. We put out some music in that goddamn basement, boy.
Definitely, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Down in Macon, that's the thing. You know, young, hungry, shit. We used to be in the basement like all weekend long. We had artists come from South Carolina. We had some that was locally in Georgia.
Yep.
Making one of Robbins.
We had LA,
Miami. We had some artists from Miami come up. LA. Yeah, we were on it, boy. But yeah, so we went from there, and the thing was, it was like I was making tracks and whatnot, but at the same time, we were outsourcing tracks because then we started getting into more of like we understood we had to market it somewhere. So he had the business aspect. So it was kind of like we had cameras, and we started with like Nikons. I had a Nikon D90.
I had that Canon eggshell. The Canon eggshell. What was that? The one with the shoulder and it took the tapes.
You know, I don't know.
Man, I can't remember. That was so a while ago.
But we went from there to get on the same vibe. We shot weddings. We started shooting weddings too. And we switched to get on the same vibe. We got T3Is. Yeah. I got a T3I to match the T3I he had. But long story short, we'll get into the long story.
Long way.
Yeah, we'll get into the long story on another podcast. But long story short, we kind of like the company dissolved. We know, I mean, for we can say for any kind of reason, right? But it dissolved, and what it was, we kept the cameras going though, right? Because we was always like, so I was in charge. I was doing graphics at the time as well, so everything was in house, bro. Like everything was in house. So his thing was coming up with like marketing strategies and game plans. Mine was to like shoot the covers, edit the covers, like put together the goddamn covers, and we would both sit there. We bought a CD. I'm going into the long story. We're gonna say that later. But listen, so. Anyway, we kept the cameras rolling. So I tell people all the time, I'd be like, yeah, you know, when it came time for videos, he would have the concept of videos and have the videos. I was in charge of the photos and the graphics. And so when the company kind of dissolved, we just kind of kept that going. And he stayed on the video side of it. I stayed on the photo side of it. And then somewhere along the way, we kind of like intertwined, and he started learning more about photo because they all kind of similar anyway. I started doing more video, and that's how initially we got into it, from weddings to here we are now. So that's why like my first passion would be photos and his would be video. That's why that long he don't mind shooting that the stories and you know, the short films and stuff like that. And me, I'm just like, I just want to set you up. I want to line them up, shoot you, get it gone. You know what I'm saying? I want to get it gone.
Just get it gone.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but it was good times though, for sure. Good times. We had we was all through Macon, South Carolina, North Carolina.
It was definitely
LA.
A learning experience.
Definitely, yeah. I would say that.
I learned how to move a little different after that, because I was like, at the end of the day, we all went our separate ways, but I think I kind of pushed us to go our separate ways. But a simple fact, I was like, when everybody depend on you, and you the only one doing 130%.
Yeah.
And everybody else is doing 25%.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to get the 100 and something out of you.
Yeah.
Not willing to put the work. You know what? I can put this same energy into what me and you got going on.
Yeah.
So Boss LLC is now just Sean and Brian. Like, we can move this. We can move our product, which is, let's get into this production game, because we was in a production game when T2Is was out.
Yeah.
I mean, before that though, but that's when I was like, we need to get into the production game, because
we got some pretty good what's name we probably need to bring out. Remember we used to shoot all them goddamn and I think you had what's the name? You had read me about that shit the other day too. You was like, man, we just used to pick up and shoot, bro. Like we playing too much. Like, and I was like, you right, because you remember the one we shot when we got the new studio. Hey, yo, we had like 2 or 3 studios too, by the way, dog. Like we rebuilt the whole studio and then fucking gave it away, basically.
Well, we didn't give it away.
I mean, he didn't want to. But I'm just saying
he was being an asshole.
Being a dick. Yeah, but
we first approached this where it was like a little mini warehouse where we could pull cars and everything in there. So we had first approached Buddy, and it was like he'd rent us the building. He was like, "All right, I'll rent it to y'all for $500 a month," because I don't think he saw the potential in his own building.
Yeah.
So when he said that, we locked it in. He was like,
Slick had a movie studio, bro.
Yeah, dog. He was like, we can lock it in for 6 months and give y'all time to grow. In the next 6 months, we'll just renew it at 500 again. So I was like, all right, bet. Well, if we got that much time, what he didn't know is we flipped the studio.
Yeah,
so
bro.
He happened to walk in because we needed an air conditioner fixed. When he walked in, what he thought was gonna look like, because I ain't even gonna lie, before we got in there, it was rats up in that joker, it was snakes up in that joker. But by the time he got in there, like toward the end of the 6 months, bro, man, it was green screens, chroma key wall.
We had a psych wall. We had a white wall. We built the studio in the front.
Yep, we had a full-blown recording studio padded out in the front of the building.
A booth with a booth. That shit had his own separate booth. Yeah, bro.
Makeup artist room.
Yeah.
Still pull the whips in and shoot. So when he walked in to fix the air conditioner, he looked around and this building went from, like I said, when I say rats and possums,
it was bad, bro.
Me and him was in there one night. You remember that big ass rat or possum
that
walked across that beam?
Hell yeah. It was like, what y'all doing here? Yeah.
I think it was like 2 a.m. because we was in there painting. Like we was really in there going to work.
We used to go in there with guys. It was so bad. We used to go in there with the full, like, the full like little suits, full paint suits with the mask. Like you couldn't see nothing. We just used to clean up. We had that thing painted. Like I'm talking about, like it wasn't no small building, bro. Like we had like the whole. We painted all that shit ourselves. It was like the whole side, the green. One wall was green, where we split it. One wall was green, the other one was white, but it was all.
It was big enough to run a full court basketball.
Definitely. Who built? Was it Cruz or Reese that built the ramp? Cruz built the ramp. So you got the infinite wall. Oh, and he built the booth and the studio. You're right. You're right. Yeah. So we ran through. We had some stations down here, man.
We put a good 10,000.
Yeah. Now that I look back on it, bro, that was like a studio before, like a studio. Yeah, before people pop for real, like for real.
Left and right.
Yeah, left and right.
Would have been the first one.
Yeah, I didn't think about that because that shit was big, bro.
Yeah, but once he came in and saw the what they call a 360 turn.
Yeah.
Once he came in, did his 360 turn to fix the air conditioner, he came back. Mind you, it was on the contract. It said we're gonna renew it in 6 months at 500 again. Buddy came back with a whole nother game plan. He was like, yo, next 6 months to renew the lease. He showed me the paper.
He hit us with the Fat Joe. Yesterday's price is not today's price, bro.
He was like, yeah, y'all gonna pay $1,500 a month. I was like, oh, for real? Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I said, he said, yeah, I need y'all to sign this by next week because y'all lease will be up next week. I was like, all right, B, that shit ain't happening.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, that's cool. I played along with him. I was with him. He left. When he left, I called Cruz.
Yeah, broke all that shit.
I said, yo, every nut, bolt, screw, wood, we're gonna use this for something else. Pull it up out of there, pull them walls down. Like everything we put in, we stripped everything. When I say completely clean, Cruz had that thing done in 2 days.
Yeah.
That only thing we couldn't throw back was rats.
Yeah.
But when I tell you we emptied that whole thing, so when he came back to renew his lease, I was like, nah, I'm straight, bro. He was like, nah, we can do it for $1,500. I like, nah, I'm straight. I said, I already done moved all my stuff out. He went in and looked in that building, looked around, was like, I was like, oh, we good.
Yeah, we moved all stuff out. But
but
listen, do you remember the when we first started working on it though? Do you remember the short film we shot though?
Oh yeah, with the Mossberg and stuff. Yeah, or the one pulling up to the studio.
The one pulling up to the studio.
Yeah.
With that's when what's the name of that Wale song? That's when we was heavy on Wale too. Number one. Yep. That Seinfeld intro.
Boy, that thing was
I remember that. So we just so to the point we just used to really just get up and shoot, bro. Like
mind you, we was on the radio 95 or 98.5. And we was shooting skits. That was 12, 13 years ago. We was shooting skits, pulling up to the studio. And that's when it was really just Twitter. Instagram wasn't even popping. Facebook had just got started. Everything popped off, getting off of MySpace. So it was really just Twitter. And we had Twitter, and I think Wiz Khalifa was doing Orange Juice on Twitter at the time. He was one of the top guys on Twitter.
I think he put me on the Wiz early on. Like I ain't know about him.
Twitter at the time.
What was the name of the Kush
and Orange Juice?
Yeah.
Soulja Boy had YouTube locked. So I was like, well, we need to lock both of them down. I think, man, in that first month on that radio show, I went from 0 followers to 16,000 on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, this is where it's supposed to be at."
Yeah, it was. We had that thing. When I look back on it, bro, it was like
once again
a lot of journey. Yeah.
Bad business.
Yeah, you're right.
The guy wasn't paying the bills. He wasn't.
Yeah, you're right. But we can't. Goddamn power and shit was off. Wasn't it? Like
power was off.
Yeah, bro. Like
we built like we had got sponsors for him.
Show up faithfully. Show up faithfully.
He had they were trying to get us to do like morning show, afternoon shows. Like we had it popping. And then at the end of the day, we showed up one day, the door was locked, the lights was off, and I was like, and then all the other hosts that was hosting throughout the day was like, yo, man, we can do this on our own. We can pay this bill and pay this and then do this and then do that. And I was like, so yo, buddy, quit or something?
Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying? Why would he give me an extra 3 shows if he gonna quit? Like, nah, he quit. Like, buddy just straight up dipped, dog. And I was actually I was thrown for a loop. I mean, you go ahead.
Yeah, so you were saying, we were just talking about, our run throughout making and how it started with how we initially got into photography, videography, and it took us down memory lane of, we were talking about the radio station, how, I guess it all ties back in. We were talking about bad business and,
bad business, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It was
like if y'all would have seen the sales pitch they gave us, because we had people coming to the station. We had special guests coming through. We were streaming at the time when streaming used to cost a stream. Like we had a lot going on at the radio station. They came to us, oh man, y'all need to try it. And it worked out for us because we used to get straight off of work. We had worked the third shift. Well, I don't even know it was third shift. It was 2 and 3. Yeah. But we got off that shift and went straight to the radio station, got on air, and then worked for our schedule. And they was like, nah, man, we want y'all to be on this one and come back to this and then do this. And can we add more shows? Because y'all getting us traction and people paying for ads. And I was like, well, shit, yeah, if we're going to roll like that, because we grow the station and boom, boom, boom. Nope, showed up. Doors were locked. All the hosts was standing outside the door.
Crazy.
Looking lost. We wasn't looking lost. We was like, all right, move to the next one. Like I said, I'm not going to badmouth the people because I don't know the situation.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was kind of bad business. But it was to me, bad business I turned it into a learning experience. Like, one day we're going to be back at doing this, but this time we're going to be seasoned. It's going to be at our own accord. And several years later, we're here podcasting.
Yeah. Full circle type vibe.
We're back on our own terms now. And then we also talk about what we want to talk about. And then we control our own destiny at the end of the day for this. So it came back full circle with that. In each business that we did, whether it was bad or good, it brought us back full circle. Mind, we had a lot of bad business. Yeah. We went through a lot. Artists that got jealous of other artists, networking with other people who felt some type of way about networking with one people. And I can't work with this person, and this person start feeling some type of way, want to talk behind your back. Yo, I had a whole diss song about me.
Yeah, bro. Listen.
That threw me off. I was like, yo, I got this.
I always be like, that's why, like, I always tell you before, bro. Like, I just be neutral, right? So it's like I don't like the because it be times where you bring people in, or you be like, yo, they'll be a good fit, or they'll gravitate towards you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just be like, bro, I take it as it is. Like, all right, when you in the environment, let's work. Let's do what we need to do.
Right.
But outside of it, because people so emotional, dog. Like the minute, like y'all can be cool. That's why, like, like relationships is just weird to me too sometimes. Like how you can love somebody for years, somebody fuck up one time, and then you act like you don't even know the person. You feel me? And that's how like the artists and the people that was around, it was like, bro, so much went down, and because you felt some type of way or something happened, it's just like you just flipped. And it was like, I don't have time for it. So I just never got close. I was just like, we in the work, we working. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, it's like, oh, what's the name in here no more? I bet. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know, like, so it was never like no issue, but you had like this song put on you, and you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Because you was always like the big homie, like, they was like, oh, gravitate towards me. I was like, man, I'm low key. I'm working.
Day, that person does not know I know he does not know that I listened to that diss song.
I don't think I ever heard it though. I think you just told me about it. I may have heard
I heard it. It's the.
No, I know you. I think you. I don't remember it, but I remember you. I remember you. You telling me about it. I may have heard it, but I don't think I've ever.
I think I told you, or I think I told you. I think I sent it to you. I remember sending it to PJ. Rest in peace, PJ. And PJ was like,
PJ.
PJ was like, really? Yo, really? That's how you feel? He said, I ain't never picked that vibe up. I was like, yo, me neither.
Yeah.
But I was not. I always been taught by my father, never let a nigga see you sweat. So while he was doing his diss song, mind you, he ain't never unfriend me on none of his social media. Like I said, Twitter, we just had, at that time, we just had Twitter and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was tagging everybody around me on this song. I was sitting here like, but and the crazy part is, I was still putting hearts and lights on his stuff. Like, yo, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. Because
at the end of the day, I'm not going to feed into the negativity.
Yeah.
I'm going to feed into the positive, because your beef, it wasn't with me. Your beef is with you. You was battling your own demons. You know what I'm saying? To come back 4 or 5 years later to talk about, oh, man, my fault. You might not know I was going through a situation. No, I could tell. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to feed your negativity. So I know, like, once all our documentaries and series and our own network, we getting our own network too. We're gonna have our own production companies, rolling more podcasts, audio stuff, and short films and skits on our own production thing. So, like I said, all that stuff led us up to where we are today.
Yeah.
But one thing I learned is never feed the beast, and that beast is negativity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, when I did feed into it, I lost so much energy. And I could have put that same energy into just doing and just kept on moving.
Yeah.
And I think that hurt.
Bro, you know me, but I don't care enough, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me, I don't know. I've always been that way. Like, I'm people call it passive, you know what I'm saying? But it's just I really don't care that much, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something really have to like bother me for me to like to see it move me.
Well, I cared.
You know what I'm saying?
I cared because I was more personal.
Yeah. Like, you're right. I chose.
You wasn't really that personal.
I chose not to, because I know how people are though, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I know you, if I know you, then you know what I'm saying, we rocking. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, I try not to get. Because my thing is no need to get personal. That's how I always approach situations, bro.
The key was,
you know what I'm saying?
You didn't have to get personal because I was the one getting personal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have to make all the phone calls.
Yeah.
To make sure everybody was doing what they supposed to. Like, I'd be like, yo, B, just show up. That's all you need. I need you to do. We're going to sign this contract. We're going to get this money. Boom, boom, boom. But most of the time, shoot, I was, hey, yeah, because that's what I do. Da. So to me, it was personal. Like, cause, I was talking most of them jokers more than I was talking to the people that lived in the house with me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you start doing some F-boy stuff, I'm looking at you like, now you know you're not built like that. You know that's not in you.
Yeah.
Bro, just come and give me a hug.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you. Most of this bad business that we had could have been worked out to just forms of communication.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's a lot of things in life, though. That should just be communication. That's why, like, I try not to. When I'm going through something, bro, like, people always say you need to talk to somebody. Nigga, everybody got their shit they going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, what I look like piling my shit on top of your shit? Like, because when it's all said and done, you know who got to figure it out.
Still got to figure it out.
You still got to figure this shit out yourself. And if whether you want to vent, I used to always like, they always, people looked at me like a slim big homie. You feel me? Or like a mentor. You feel me? Like, I always got some kind of words. And I always tell them, like, bro, if you can't talk to nobody, or if you feel like you got some shit on your chest, write that shit down. Write it down, read it, and then burn it. So you ain't got to think about it no more. You feel me? But sometimes you just need to get that shit off your chest.
Yeah. I've been told I was a great listener.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been told that too.
I really just sit there and I listen to what you got to say. And I don't pass no judgment or nothing.
Listen.
Just get it. If that, because most of the time when people vent to me, I also learn, like, not to say nothing.
Yeah.
Because they don't want you to fix the problem.
They just want to vent.
They just want to get it out.
Yep.
So
just want to vent.
I'm not gonna fix your problem. I'm gonna listen to everything you got to talk to. And you know what I'm saying? Now if you want to talk about it, then we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you my honest opinion, but For the most part, man, get what you got to get. Get it out.
Yeah.
Scream. Go to the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time, that's why I say it was personal with me.
Gotcha.
But at the end of the day, it's still a learning experience because now I am seasoned enough to like know, you know what? I'm not gonna get personal with this person. But this person I can work with because this person got it. This person I can see. I can see your vision. I can see this. I can't see your vision, but all I can see is the aura that you carry. And your aura is not gonna fit my aura no more. So I learned how to just move people to the side because at the end of the day, it's gonna either bring you bad business.
Yes. I see. I always catch vibes though. Like I catch vibes from people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether I be like, I be in an environment and be like, all right, I know the vibe. Or I can just, you know what I'm saying, to tell like how that relationship going vibe. Because like out of everybody we had, like I'm still cool with a lot of them.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm still cool with a lot of them. Some of them I never had a relationship with, period. But the slick relationship we did, it grew.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It grew into what it is today. But yeah, so it's like and you can kind of like see that when you were in the moment, you can kind of see which way that trajectory was going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. But
shoot, for the most part, I can say for the most part, I'm still cool with. I say probably about all of them.
All of them. Some of them I just don't talk to. I just haven't talked to. But I'm sure if we see each other, it's a what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, some of them hit me back and be like, "Yo, I finally see what you was trying to tell me." You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I can be a little too direct, and my little directness would be like, "Nah, man, I ain't gonna do that." All right, well, you ain't got to do it. And I just walk away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you come back and be like, "Yo, we should have did that," I'll be like, "Yo, I tried to tell you."
Listen.
It's kind of late now.
Yeah.
Yo, can we do it now? Oh no.
That's one of those lesson learned, the hard way type vibe.
Like, no, we can't do that. I'm on my own thing now. So I can't take my own thing, what I'm doing, and send it to you. You know what I'm saying? We already did that. We've been down that road. You know, once we have a breakup, we got a breakup. We're gonna be cool. Like, that's like you break up with your girl and now you got a new girl, but your ex, you know what I'm saying? Your ex is like right there talking about we can still rekindle. Oh no, we good.
Yeah.
Like what we had was then.
Yeah, it was then.
But you know, we still cool. Like if you need me, holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing but love for you. I support whatever you're doing. But as far as us connecting again, nah, we ain't getting back in that bed together. Nah. I like the new thing I'm doing over here. That new thing over here is this production game that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? And all the bad business that we had in the past truly led us up to where we're at right now because we really control what is in front of us now versus different opinions. You trying to help other people. You become part of other people's projects. And then once you become part of other people's projects, you lose focus on your own project. Now, if you come to us, you're hiring us to do a job. So you're not part of your project. Because that used to be one of my things too. Like when we was out in the game, the most famous line ever. When a broke person roll up to you, yo man, when I get on, I'm gonna put you on.
Oh shit!
I'll be like, oh, you put me on now.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, I used to just sit there and be like, how you put me on? I don't believe you're gonna go that far.
Yeah.
Like,
oh shit! Yeah, man, we being truthful, right? Golly. Yeah. That's one of them harsh realities. Like,
and to this day, you ain't go nowhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, people be like, oh, let me shoot for free. Hey, shoot this. Hey, go ahead and shoot all these people for free, build up your content. And I'm like, shoot people for free. Now I mean, I not listen at that point. And then I thought about it. Now that I'm seasoned, I'm like, all the people I shot for free, I have yet worked with since I did that.
Yeah, that's real. But listen, and on top of that, it's like, if you're shooting, right, you have to bring something else to the table, right? And so when people holler like, let's shoot for free, if it's not in the direction in which I'm trying to go, then how is it really helping me?
It's not.
You feel me? Like if like if you're into shooting short films and somebody come to you with like and I mean you can it correlate with each other, but if someone come to you and be like, hey man, I got this rap video, you're like, I'm gonna get you exposure. How? Like, how's that gonna help me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to shoot that. If you want me to, if it was practicing on my craft, then yeah. But you know what I'm saying? If you came to me with a script or something like that, then that would be good.
And no, that's a good one because that actually happened. Like, I don't shoot music videos. You know, I seen when niggas got shot at music videos, people died at music videos, artists would be like, they got a budget for this, and then when you get there, they ain't got the budget, or they want to give you this amount. Oh yeah, man, I give you $3,000 to shoot the video. You get $3,000 and get out there, and you throwing up 40.
Yeah.
You throwing up 40. I thought you said you was broke.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
It might be fake money, fooling. I shot a couple music videos. I shot music videos for people that I know.
Yeah, I'm not shooting them at all.
Saying I shot one for, I shot several for C. Rob. Yeah, that's my home. That's a home right there. So
I helped you out. I help you shoot.
Yeah. So
I'm not gonna be like, oh, I shoot music.
Oh no, that's the same thing. Yeah. So I don't. Because here's the thing. I know the time it takes to put it together, and I don't have that time in me.
And I don't have the heart.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have like the passion behind it. Like, here's my thing, right? I was shooting this event, and this girl, the girl asked me. She was like, she a shooter too, and she was like, what part do you enjoy? I say, I enjoy the process, like the showing up, the shooting, the capturing the shit. So maybe I need to find an editor, because I don't sometimes I don't enjoy the editing process, right? Like when I'm in a zone, I love editing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I love to see shit come together. And so, excuse me, that's my thing. Like when it comes together is my thing. But sometimes like editing, bro, like the process, like if I can just like kind of like dump it off to somebody, and they kind of like catch that vibe, then
I do that.
That'd be all right.
I got an editor for highlight, like doing like quick highlight reels or wedding highlight reels or quick stuff that I need, that while I'm working on a bigger project, that they can hook me up with the small project so I can just keep the content going. So I do have an editor for that. But for the most part, I love sticking with what I'm doing now. Like I'm working heavy in the beauty industry. Then we working on our own production stuff, on our own app and website for that stuff. And then documentaries and corporate stuff. But anything outside of that, corporate and the beauty industry and what we're doing and podcasts and stuff, like, bruh, I'm not shooting.
You're not shooting it.
Like now when people call me like, oh man, I need a music video, I send them to the little homie Jay. Like, yo, I got a dude, got great cameras, fucking awesome when it comes to video. He young, he got the energy for that. Call his number. He'll line you up. Like he'll key you in one location, but y'all go to one location. If you got the budget, depending on your budget, like he'll turn that one location to $1 million location. He's wild like that, you know what I'm saying? I send it to Jay. You know what I'm saying? I don't even send my proteges. If you training under me, I don't even train you to shoot music videos. That's just not my thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At first, when we had artists and all that good stuff, oh man, it was fun. But now I'm like, nah, I get enjoyment of when I walk into like a hair conference or something dealing with displays or a convention or a Black Women Expo, and I walk in there and I see my pictures up on the board or some design that I designed for displays hanging out there for their marketing advertisement, or you can see your commercials run on the screen, and if one of the clients up on a stage and they got their stuff going on, then I can see all my work just walking through there, and I'm like, yo,
that's it right here. Yeah,
that's where I get enjoyment from. But it's to a point now I'm like you, brother. I mean, I like editing my stuff, but all my quick stuff to keep up on social media, I send that out to.
For real?
Yeah, I send that out, and it depends on the photo too. Like, depending on the photos. Like, so if I shoot photos, and it's like a birthday shoot, anything like a birthday shoot or a graduation shoot or a prom shoot or something like that, I send that out to the editor. Be like, yo, these are the 5 photos or 7 photos they choose. Here, knock that out. But if it's something like for marketing or a branding shoot or stuff I know that's gonna be like on billboards or something, no. We in that joke.
See, I actually enjoy that process though. So
that's what I'm saying. I enjoy that part.
Photo editing, like I enjoy that process, right? I enjoy kind of like because my thing is this, right? I love music, and so it's the perfect time to listen to some music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And so I get lost in the zone where sometimes overthinking it, right? But yeah, I once I get into like the whole process of the photos thing, like those I touch up myself. Like video, like I say, everything currently, I don't have an editor. I probably need one. You know what I'm saying? It's shit about the little short clips, but all my photos I be touching up.
Blog too, so I be.
I got you. Yeah.
and I work on the YouTube, so
Gotcha,
I definitely have to have an edit. I can't do all, like you said before earlier. Yo, I'm the gaff man, the tape man, the light man,
You
the
got to
camera
tighten up.
man,
You got,
the audio
you know what I'm
man.
saying? You got to pass that button around, buddy.
I'll line them up in the folder. Like when I put them in the folder, Reels here, YouTube here, this here, and this here. All right, I'm gonna send you these two. Please knock them out, and I'm gonna knock out these two. This way, it keep me from getting behind.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Keep me going.
Yeah.
That just one of them things, brother.
Now that makes sense. That makes sense. Like I said, I just enjoy the process of it all coming together. I enjoy the editing of the photos, videos sometimes. Like the videos, it's more like when I shoot, like I shot some stuff for. All right, here's my form of video that I like.
Okay.
Which is why music videos, I like them, but maybe I would like them more if it was like if it was structured like this. So even when I do like interviews and shit like that, right?
Right.
I'm into one takes, bro. Like I don't want to chop nothing. Like I don't, like if it's like a thank you speech or like an interview, or if we doing something, like, bro, if you stumble on the word, unless like we have some B-roll or something else where I can cover it up, bro, I'm trying to get you to take that shit in one take. Like for real, that's the vibe I be on. You know what I'm saying? I got a prompter and all. I'll be like, look, I'll have him read it if you don't need to read it, or you just loosen up with it. But for the most part, it's like, and I tell them like it'll be a lot cleaner, dog. Like let's get a clean take. Like I'm in the clean takes, bro.
Yeah, I'm in the clean.
That's what I'm into. Man. I'm in the clean takes.
Most of the time they don't memorize their speech till they got to start doing the tape.
That's fine.
And I'll be like, yo, I'm with you with the teleprompter. Can you just read on down? Then they read it. I don't like the way I'm reading it down. I'll be like, well, if you would have studied your shit, so you would have.
Listen. Even the president, when they make speech, they be having a little thing in their ear, bro. You know what I'm saying? That ain't off GP. So you know what I'm saying? Like Obama, he was a great speaker. That shit was feeding in through his ear or something like that, though. He wasn't up there freestyling. It'll be times where he freestyle.
You
know what I'm saying? But
I
don't think that good, bro.
I think he studied it.
I don't think he did. He remembered.
You
know how long the speeches be, bro? You tell me you remember an hour and a half worth of speech?
Hey, I can't lie, dog. Hey, I watched Litra deliver 3 different speeches that she wrote at the house and rehearsed and rehearsed. Where me, I would have walked on stage with my iPad for that particular event. Now, she had 3 different speeches at 3 different events that we had to do, because one was like a Jack and Jill program, one was another program with links, and then there was another women's program. But all of them had different stuff going on.
Brain wired,
and they was back to back.
For real.
So when she went up there, no pad,
no nothing,
and delivered that joker.
Well,
and when she delivered it, I was like, oh, I'm taking this speech because I could deliver it better.
Yeah. No, I guess when you think of battle rappers, them niggas remember goddamn. Granted, I don't know how long they be going, but 3 rounds period be goddamn brutal. Some of the things they remember, I'll be like, damn, I don't know how y'all boys remember that. Like how you don't get them.
But it's your job.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Like, nigga, as a president, you got so much going on though, bro.
But he knows he's about to deliver a speech. So
like the State of the Union address, nigga, you could deliver that off the brain cells.
I think he had some of his speech written way. You know, only person I thought that really went off the cuff was Trump. Just get up there.
Yeah.
I don't think he looked at a teleprompter.
Gotcha. Just be saying whatever the hell come to his mind.
I watched a lot of Obama speeches, and it always seemed like he's thinking in the middle of the speech.
No, I agree. But
so
I think that's the pause till you get the fed to you, because most of the time people just need keynotes. Like if you just give me like a word, then I know exactly I'm back on track to what I was actually talking about, and I can spew from there.
But you gotta remember,
you know what I'm saying?
Remember when we worked for the corporate company. You remember how many times I had conversations with people and then get called to HR, and I rebutted a whole conversation word for word.
That's life. Then we talking about the State of the Union address, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, you talking about it's like 2 or 3 days later, and I regurgitate that.
Yeah,
like. Yo, it's up to how you work your mind.
Yeah. You can compartmentalize. Like I'm not built like that. Like it's a guy I work for sometimes. They hire me. Best memory I've ever seen, bro. Like for real, like that. You remember everyone's name, bro. Like he remember everyone's name, and like the way he floats through the room is kind of like. But he used to be in the politics though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he understands like how to do that. And I forgot how he told me how he do it. But yeah, I'm like, bro, I see people. I'm good with faces. Don't give me a name.
Oh.
Don't give me a name. Give me a face. I'm good to go with a name. You be like, who?
And I know that this is my thing. Like I remember everybody's face and name. I just can't pronounce some people's shit. I can remember your last name.
Boy.
I'd be like, Kotika Tishka. I know your girl. It's
I'm bad with names. I got to see your face and then it all come back to me. You feel me?
I know it was there, but last name Brown though. I know your last name Brown.
Yeah.
That first name.
I might hit you with a hey, what's up, bro? Or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that before I remember. Hey, what's the name? What's the name?
Hey, but my child said my favorite line is, "What's up, Chief?"
Yeah, that's me all day.
What's up, buddy? What up, Chief?
That's me all day. For real.
I never met that many Chiefs in my life.
I'm trying to tell you, listen.
Met them today.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen, that's how I kind of avoid it because I just don't, I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces, but I'm not good with names. But I need to get better at it though.
Yeah,
I need to get better at it in my older age. But
we're gonna wrap this on up. So the key thing, and hopefully y'all took today was, man, sometimes you gotta take these bad businesses and turn them into learning experience. Do not feed the beast. The beast is negativity. And if you feed negativity, you become negative, and then you lose energy and focus on what is positive and what's in front of you. And it's your boy, Sean Max.
B-Mo.
And we are out, man. No BS.
No BS. We out here.